We're not in Kansas anymore, but we should be by the end of the day. We also should have a shower by the end of the day. Those are the two goals, Kansas and a shower. All right, let's try it out. All right, Mount Vernon, Illinois. That's where I'm getting fuel right now. We're waiting to get fuel. Every fuel island's like 2 trucks deep, and it's gonna be a minute, it looks like. So I went ahead and called Lori, the driver coach, and she looked at my tarp job and she said, man, it looks like you had a real fun time last night. And I was like, dude, I wish you were there. It would have been epic. But she said basically that was the best option she could think of too, was to run the shock cord over. She said the only other thing that I really could have done was to do the same thing but just throw straps over it. But she says that that's like, they really don't want us to put straps over the tarps unless we have to type situation. So I guess I did the right thing. We're going to be checking up on it here in a minute. It has been blowing around in the wind a little bit, but it looks like I still got a pretty good seal on that rub rail down both sides. I haven't actually gone out to look at it yet since I left this morning. But yeah, I think I'm going to be babysitting that thing all the way to Oregon. It could be a little bit of a hassle. I don't know. I may need to have to go ahead and just like take all that cord off and just redo the whole thing. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Always have trouble with this side over here. I don't know if you can see. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping this up in its spot. Looks like it's gonna stay. Let's take a look at the load. Maybe we got this. Rub rail a little bit better. Uh-oh. We got a real problem at the back here. I'm definitely going to be redoing this. I had the nitrile gloves on when I was fueling, and the guy in the fuel island next to me said, you know, the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, says that gloves don't actually really help with the sickness. And I was like, and I told him, I said, does the CDC say anything about gloves keeping diesel fuel off my hands? Because my experience has proven that it does. Because in that moment, in that exact moment, all I wanted to do was keep diesel off my hands. And you know what? It was effective. So last night I had that all in the back where it was kind of flush down on the deck of the trailer with the shock cord running over it. But then when I did the sides here where I threw all of the shock cord to go over the load, what happened then is it pulled it down enough, there was enough pressure pulling down where it pulled that back up. So now I need to get a little bit creative to find a way to make sure to secure that back really well so that there's no water getting back there. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, so I went ahead and just sandwiched that back into the tarp in between those two
4x4 deals there and chained it down, and I'm hoping that'll hold it. It's working good so far. I've got the first half of it strung down. I'm just finishing it up now. Well, there it is, round 2. We'll see how many miles we can get out of that there deal. Maybe it would have been easier just to start with 2 tarps in the first place than to try to screw with the back like that. I don't know. Oregon, here we come. Old Oregon Trail. Try not to get the dysentery there. It's kind of a ironic disease joke. Fit for the times. All right, enough of that. Gonna open up a fresh can of the old chili here. This one is labeled Dynamite Hot. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Man. Yeah, there's a... There's some folks out here that don't really prepare their own food much. And I feel bad for those guys right about now because some of these places, they stopped serving food because of the quarantine and everything. So I feel really fortunate that I've stocked up some food so that I can be prepared for such an occasion. Pretty nice. I just tasted it. It's not Dynamite Hot. It's like mild. It's mild at best. What a disappointment. I'm telling you what. You know what I do with these cans when I open them? I put a little bag over the top and I just throw them in the fridge. How cool is that? I don't know if it's cool or not. It's just what I do. Yeah, I got some cheeses to put on top of that too because I went all fancy at the store. I was so busy talking to you guys when I was doing that I forgot to cover up the chili there, and now I've got a mess in the microwave, so that's real sweet. Pretty excited about that. Oh, for a bonus, I got myself some of these little fajita extra fluffy tortillas. That's gonna be awesome. Ooh, man, that was good. I'm glad I ate some food. I needed that. Well, this was supposed to be just a fuel and a 30-minute break, but I had to redo my load, so I said, shoot, I was trying to get off of it, but why not just split that do the old split sleeper again, so I don't waste that 2 hours. Okay, well, back on it. I really want to get a shower in, so I'm hoping that for my next break I can stop at a Pilot, because those are the only shower rewards I have right now. But I don't know if I want one bad enough to pay 15 bucks for it. Off we go. Did I make it to Kansas? Excellent question. Thanks for asking. I did, but then again, I didn't. I'm in Iowa. I rechecked my routing and realized that I'm not staying on the 70 until Denver, like I assumed that I would be. I'm cutting up to 29 to get on the 80 up there in Lincoln, Nebraska. So I'm in Nebraska City, Iowa, and that's pretty cool. I did manage to find a place to park at the Pilot with 5 minutes left on my drive time, so I thought that was pretty nice. And yeah, there's a shower waiting for me, which is real cool, because it's been I didn't take a shower yesterday, so it's like 2 days, and that's way too long. But I sweat a little bit yesterday, man. I actually got out and did a little bit of work or whatever. I'm so glad that I don't have to do anything until Monday when I unload, because that hour, man, it just wore me out. About more than I could handle, honestly. Yo, hey, I got my shirt on this time because the last time I was in the shower doing the video and I was shaving with my shirt off, some folks that I know were like really scared, and we're talking about how it was real traumatic for them. So, no need to fear. Hey, playlist for the shower today started out with Dwight Yoakam. He's covering Prince, Purple Rain. If you haven't heard Dwight Yoakam's version of Purple Rain, you owe it to yourself. Go check it out right now. It's pretty dope. But yeah, here, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so, my cousin Lily was telling me about Malcolm Gladwell's newest book, Talking to Strangers, and she said I ought to read it, and I hit that up on Audible today, got a couple hours into that, and man, that is a great book. I'm really enjoying it so far. Highly recommend it to any of you that like learning stuff about psychology and social science, etc. Like I said the other day, the hair is in bad shape. If anybody knows of anybody like an underground like black market barber somewhere between Nebraska City, Iowa and like Portland, Oregon, can you like get us in touch? I don't think I'm going to survive to the end of the quarantine. It's getting bad.